Hey, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. True facts, real facts, and straight facts only. First, today I'd like to introduce you to Blanche Kelso Bruce. This man was born into slavery in Farmville, Virginia. His father was a slave owner, his mom was a slave. Luckily, he was able to grow up with some type of tutoring system due to him being close with his half-brother, William. At the age of 20, though, and during the beginning of the Civil War, he did manage to escape from Farmville, Virginia, all the way out to Kansas. It wasn't specific to exactly where in Kansas he made it to, but it was from Virginia to Kansas. That's pretty crazy. I'm not doing that. But he goes there to enlist into the Civil War. He's not able to fight for the Civil War because he's black. So that's why he couldn't enlist. But anyway, so Blanche goes ahead and he takes himself up to Missouri and he opens himself his first school. He opens himself a school for black children, the first school for black children. He teaches that for about the next 10 years. And then he's also working at the docks as well. He's building up his funds so that he can move down to Mississippi eventually and continue to work in the education systems there. But he gets to Mississippi and instantly is influenced by politics. And more so than just working on the education system, he wanted to work on the quality of education. And so this is where he felt like he'd step in, and this is where he made his mark. So Blanche begins to work in the political scenes, especially on the local level. He starts developing school systems, he starts helping build businesses, and he really starts building these communities. He doesn't just focus on black communities. He doesn't overly focus on white communities. He really worked to make them equal. He wanted to make them the same place. Yes, he understood he could not defeat segregation by himself at this time, but he really wanted to make it as equal as possible. So a part of him getting elected really was his ability and his standpoint on that. He wasn't going to sit there and try to one-handedly take down segregation. He just wants to be the first step towards giving his people tools they need to be on the same level and be able to provide for themselves on the same level. I think that's a pretty superhuman thing right there. That was a real big first step. He was building an education system and giving black people education and the same education as white people. But not only just the same education as white people, he raised the white people's standard of education so he could raise black people's standards of education. Well, Blanche Bruce did become the first black elected official in the Senate because of this. But sadly, due to him being the only black elected official in the Senate at the time, he wasn't able to really pass many laws, and his word wasn't really able to stick and move many situations or towards many votes. So he wasn't able to run more than one time. His second time around, he felt like he had more important work he could do outside of the government at this time. So this is where he actually got involved with Howard University. And he ended up becoming a part of the Historic University's first board of trustees. Blanche Kelso Bruce was an extraordinary man. He was said to be unlike any other. He was said to be determined and smarter than most men. He was a good man, a man worth learning about, a man worth the true facts.